Hey guys, what's up? This is Seth, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about digital career opportunities in Canada: Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Edmonton, Calgary. I'm going to start with Toronto. And as you can see, I have like a million tabs open here because there are a ton of opportunities in Toronto. It's just like any big city in the US. Canada and the US, for purposes of digital marketing, are pretty much interchangeable. So you can see I do a search on Indeed.ca. You got about 2,000 results, digital marketing jobs. And I opened up a couple of these. So, SEM online marketing, AdWords, manager, excitement challenge, chance to make a name for yourself. So, as I say in many of my other videos, it says minimum 2 to 3 years relevant experience, Google AdWords, Facebook ads. You don't need 2 to 3 years experience. Again, the skill sets: digital marketing, SEM, SEO, PPC, social media, paid advertising. The skill set is in demand. There aren't enough people that know how to do this. So even when they say 2 years experience required, you don't usually even need that. And that's why it says here, you don't have to be an expert in our industry. We will train you, which is really kind of funny. Well, you got to have 2 or 3 years of experience, but we'll train you. That's why you read between the lines in these postings, and you'll see this is the case. Here's another one. This is interesting. This is in Newmarket, Ontario, social media specialist. Now, this is definitely even a lower bar. You could probably actually apply for this position. You should be able to apply for this position, even if you didn't take my course, even if you just do some basic Google research yourself, because first of all, the pay is very low. But they're saying things like verbal and written communications. It says solid experience dealing with a variety of social media platforms, creative thinker, writing, research, problem solving, blah, blah, blah. They're not focusing in this so much on the specific skill sets like AdWords, PPC, SEO, things like that. Frankly, if you did do the course and you actually get that experience and those certifications, I would say, hey man, I want to work for you, but 25 grand is too little. But if you did take this job, which is still better than most college graduates are getting, it's like $12, $13 an hour, you could leverage this position, like I say, into a higher paying position. But the great thing about this field, I tell people, is unlike other fields, you don't have to, I only have 3 jobs I can apply for. There's 2,000, and that's just on Indeed. So let's look at some other ones. Let's see. Baycrest, digital marketing coordinator, full-time. Once again, you're going to see this diploma or degree in digital marketing or related field. It's bullshit. They feel like they have to put it there. They want you to actually have these competencies like working with WordPress, doing SEO and PPC. You come in and you say, I can actually get you more traffic, improve your website, and do the things you need me to do. Do you really give a shit if I took a fucking humanities class and spent 2 years in a bullshit digital marketing program? They're not. And if a company really does, move on to the next one because they're stupid. Let's see. I got some other ones here for... on LinkedIn, entry-level, digital advertising SEM manager, monitor and analyze online advertising campaigns, YouTube, Bing ads, Facebook ads, reports, SEO. This is all the stuff I teach in the course. Again, I know this is maddening. Entry-level, 3 years experience. Stupid. Don't worry about it. Apply when you have these skills, and you will likely get an interview. That's why so many of my students do get interviews without having any previous experience. The pay is good. What was I going to look at? A week ago. Okay. It's not bad. This is a good one. Paid search specialist, iProspect. This is a big agency. Associate. Supports paid social campaign performance. 1 to 2 years of relevant experience. Diploma. Fuck you. It's stupid. Really, a good understanding of digital marketing tactics, business proficiency, oral and written, advanced computer skills, Excel. Again, this is where you show up and you actually can talk the language. You're going to impress these people whether you have a degree or not. And again, if you have a degree, that's great. But this is another opportunity. There's another one. This is just for writer for digital content. So what's interesting about this is 2 weeks ago, they still haven't hired anybody, and it's a writing position. But they probably haven't been getting people that understand keyword research and SEO. Again, that's why the key to getting interviews and getting hired is actually to have these skills. Digital analyst, autotrader.com. First 10, analytics certified, SEO, SEM, in-depth knowledge of keyword research. Oh, this is a good one. This doesn't even say anything about previous experience or a degree. It's a good one. Just posted a day ago. Junior digital marketing specialist, Markham. I believe that's Canada, not California. Junior specialist, assist in the development of campaigns, A/B multivariate testing, blah, blah, blah. Identify trends and insights, blah, blah. This is all the stuff you learn in the course. Post-secondary degree in marketing, previous experience. Don't worry about the degree. And let's see, you start getting benefits after 3 months. This is a great, it says it's a junior position. And look at this, a junior position posted a month ago, and they still haven't filled it. So to me, that says there's nobody who's applying who has any clue what they're talking about. And there's the actual, I think this is the actual same posting on their actual website. So that's just a sampling. Again, go to LinkedIn, go to Indeed.ca, do your own searches in your own townships, and you're going to start seeing these positions. Now, let's say you say, "Oh, I've looked at all 2,000 of these positions, and I don't like any of them." Well, okay, you have even more options. Go to Google and Google digital marketing agencies in your city. So let's go over here, and I found this one. This is a digital marketing agency in Toronto. View our careers, and as I've been saying from the beginning, these companies are some of the coolest places to work as far as compared to other industries. The work-life balance, the culture is always, you're going to see it in agencies across the country and even in Canada. Look at this. This is their career page is like, become a northerner, build your career at a workplace that challenges, motivates, excites you. And they have a picture of everybody and they all look happy. And there's pictures of people on mountains and they are selling you on their workplace. They're selling you on their culture before you even apply for your job. Salaries, health benefits, flexible work schedules. And it's not just this agency. You're going to see it in a lot of these agencies. So let's see. We got digital advertising specialist. There's an internship. Tasks further our clients' online reach and drive targeted traffic. Google AdWords, Bing ads, Facebook ads. And this is another great one. 1+ year experience working in digital media environment. Again, not a lot of people are applying that have that experience, especially, it said in some cities like New York and maybe LA, it's a little more competitive, but Toronto, up in Canada, it's still, there aren't as many people that have these skill sets. And then there's, as I said, there's the internship and there's the culture and there's a video and they're going to show you how cool it is to work at their place. The fastest growing full service e-commerce agency in Canada. And then you're going to watch the video. And it's just a lot of pictures of happy people like doing their thing and pictures of the office. And, you don't usually, I'm just saying is you don't usually see this type of thing in like, if you're going to, I don't know, work at an insurance company or something like that. Here are some more positions. You got account manager, paid search manager in Toronto. Let's see. Complete setup and ongoing management tasks for clients. Support account management team with creative paid search strategies. That's all the type of stuff we talk about in the course. And again, they're doing the same thing, which I do not understand. 2 years of advanced experience with Google AdWords. Nice to have Google AdWords certification. Of course you're going to have certification. Knowledge of search engine optimization. That's what I talk about, is how even the paid search jobs, they often want you to know SEO. And there you go. So again, even if you don't have that experience, I always recommend applying for these types of positions. This to me, actually, this might be a better one to apply to when you're starting out, because this is digital account manager. Looks like it's kind of going to be a sort of a more junior position. Knowledge of Google Analytics, Google AdWords, Facebook Display Network, SEO, Google Content Experiments, blah, blah, blah. And they're not even asking for 2 years experience, and says passion for the internet marketing industry. So that's great. Honestly, there's a bunch of different ways you can go about it, but you could just go and apply for this one, and then they might say, oh, maybe we'll start you off in this one. That's these guys. And then here's another one. Account director full-time, SnapTech marketing. This one's in British Columbia. I thought it said Toronto. But the point is, you can see I'm on page 2 here. There's tons of digital marketing agencies. There's tons of jobs. and that's just in Toronto. So that's Toronto for you. Now let's move on to some other cities in Canada. Now this isn't the biggest city, but I'm going to go to Edmonton just because I actually have a friend from there. Actually, one of my students in another course. And even in a smaller city like Edmonton, you can see there's 115 jobs on Indeed. There's 18 here on LinkedIn. Let's take a look at some of these. Account manager, digital marketing coordinator, digital marketing content manager, digital marketing specialist, PPC digital advertising analyst. So build and optimize numerous online advertising accounts. This is one where actually this is a situation where if you know French and English, that's a bonus, but I don't think it's necessary. Experience working with Google AdWords and analytics. And this is one of those great ones where you can say it's talking all about engaging startup culture, pivoting to different areas of the business, an analytical mind, but it doesn't say anything about years of experience or education. So this is a great one here. Strathcom Media. Here's another one. Coordinates inbound marketing strategy. So this is going to be more SEO than PPC, but they also want Google AdWords certification. That's really fun. It's again why some of these, said the people doing the hiring don't absolutely know everything. So this language here, the accountabilities is mostly SEO, organic traffic, but then they say they want AdWords certification, which has really nothing to do with SEO. But it's still, they said that's how I show my students how to talk in such a way that they're so confident that people don't care about the post-secondary education, blah, blah, blah. Inbound certification is required. That's something you can get for free. And yeah, this is another good opportunity. Edmonton, Alberta, 45 to 50,000 digital content manager. This is an SEO position. Comfortable speaking directly with customers, proven experience, detail oriented, enjoy talking to people, blah, blah, blah. Again, don't worry about I keep repeating this, but if you have a degree, that's great. Don't be intimidated, though, if you don't. If you know how to do the stuff that's needed here. And then you should say to an employer, if anyone ever gives you grief about that, because I've had that happen with a couple of people. They say, oh, you don't have a degree. You say to them, I can do this job better than any college graduate. Why would you shoot yourself in the foot by interviewing some kid out of college who doesn't know anything versus me? You don't have to say it exactly like that, but you should know that in your heart so that you don't feel less, like you're missing something because you don't have the degree. And again, if you have a degree, that's great. Let's see. A week ago, 116 applicants. Oh, this is a mid-senior level. Let's go to this one. Oh, this is also mid-senior level. 2 weeks ago, 47 applicants. It's still hiring. Content. Come up with new ideas. Analyze. This is sort of a general marketing. You want to know about sales funnels, landing pages, Google advertising, A/B split testing. Even though Scrum methodology, that's weird that's in there. That's a way of organizing people. That is not something I really talk about. But I would tell you, once again, Edmonton, because it's a smaller city, 2 weeks ago, they've had 47 applicants. They haven't hired anyone. I bet you nobody's showed up to the interview with even the knowledge and the skills that my students have when they do the course, and you shouldn't be intimidated. Apply for a mid-senior position. Who cares? So that's it. And here's another. So let's talk about digital marketing agencies in Edmonton. This is one of my favorite examples. This place is called Kickpoint. This looks awesome. Now, I don't know what job openings they had. See, it's so funny. Maybe we are hiring. They say they're not hiring, and then they say we aren't because 8 people, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. Any agency like this is going to have turnover, even if it's a good agency. But here's the thing. Flexible work special, $500 a year towards a class, $750 towards a vacation. They have it's really very much about work-life balance. But yeah, this is in Edmonton, and you're saying, oh, it's a small city. And it's in Canada. Yes, there's just as many of these agencies and opportunities in Canada as there is in the U.S. So let's jump back to Let's go to Montreal. 569 positions. And let's look on LinkedIn. I think Toronto is going to be the biggest one. Yeah, 102 over here. Let's see. We got SEO specialist, digital marketing specialist, digital marketing representative, digital and social media manager. This is obviously a place where if you live in this province, French is probably going to be a big part of it. But even in Montreal, in Quebec, which you think might be stuffy, they have the same kind of language. This place was founded by 4 friends that wanted to build a brand together. Are you a junkie? Do you spend your time browsing through different social media apps? Even there, they're going to have this cool kind of culture. Here's an interesting thing. Digital and social media manager. Proven experience building digital content and social media presence. And then secondarily, again, minimum 2 years experience. Don't worry about that. Strong reading and writing skills. Yeah, and then at the very bottom, degree. Don't worry about that. But this is more of a social media position, so somebody they want someone who can help grow Instagram, grow Twitter, grow Facebook followings. It's in Montreal. SEM. This is more of the AdWords sort of core competencies that I teach. SEM, digital marketing specialist, acquire traffic through SEM channels, test ad copy, work on bidding strategies, 1 to 3 years experience. I love that. That's also, again, something you don't see in a lot of different fields. 1 to 3 years, that's a big difference, you know. 1 year experience is not that long. You get an internship, you get another entry-level position that pays a little bit less, and then you can be an extremely strong candidate. But even, again, if you don't have that much experience, you can still be considered for positions like this. Managing SEM campaigns, general knowledge of internet marketing, analytical skills, MS Office. And then, of course, all the competitive salary, free Starbucks, all this other sort of lifestyle stuff. SEO specialist, entry level. Manage SEO initiatives, keyword research. Again, this nonsense, entry level, 3+ years experience. Don't be deterred by that. See, they've had 20 applicants and it's been a week. It's not bad. 2 days ago, digital marketing specialist. This is in French. I can't read it. Let's look for digital marketing agencies in Montreal. So we got iNexus, Genius, iProspect, Concept 9, PM Pros. Let's look at these guys. Careers. So these guys don't have a list, but they just want you to send you their resume. Send them your resume. So here's another agency in Calgary, search specialist. They're looking for someone who's helped small to medium-sized business grow their business through the power of paid search. The person who's typically kind of a nerd. They have a perfect combination of mass skill, marketing strategy, and unbridled competitiveness. Certified in AdWords. Again, this is why you want to get that before you get hired. 1 year managing paid search campaigns, experience working in digital marketing agency, self-taught, self-motivated, self-aware. Common sense. This really irritates me when they say degree in economics, mathematics, business, commerce, statistics, or software engineering. I'm going to tell you guys, this is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Those degrees do not translate to being a good search specialist. Economics is theoretical. Mathematics, business, commerce, they're all theoretical. And software engineering, they have nothing to do with the very straightforward skills of setting up a proper account structure for a client. Maybe it means you have a little bit of an analytical ability, but again, don't be intimidated by this kind of thing on a job posting. Flexible work schedule, ability to work from home, stocked fridge. Again, the culture is just consistent throughout countries, throughout different companies. It's always the same. So let's go back. I know I kind of jumped ahead here. Let's just look at let's look on LinkedIn and then let's look at some job postings. So I jumped right into the agency. Let's go back to digital strategist, marketing assistant, digital marketing manager, marketing coordinator, So this is just the first few I'm seeing here. Consumer insights, digital marketing, bonus, working WordPress websites. That's something you can learn to do very easily. Bonus, certification, analytics, and AdWords. Again, anyone who's got 3 years experience is going to have certification. So again, if it says 3 years experience, I think a lot of times they're just throwing that number out there. You know, I've had students who have gotten hired for positions that you never would have thought they could have gotten based on the job posting. Marketing assistant, support, third party. This is really not digital marketing. Digital marketing manager, management, 3+ years, content coordination. Now this is another situation where you're going to be, they put customer support in there. What? How would you expect somebody to have 3+ years working in marketing and then they're going to do customer support? That's because this is a private company, Gabriella's Kitchen. They probably know a lot about food. They probably don't know dick about digital marketing, which is why, again, you can show up with your 6 months, 3 months, 2 months experience in digital marketing and know more than the people hiring you and be considered for this kind of position. Marketing coordinator. Now, if they're saying 7+ years, maybe this is a management position. Maybe they're just stupid. You know, I've seen people that say, we want 10 years experience, and it's like an entry-level position. I'm not going to focus on that one. Ad farm. Digital marketing specialist. This is a lot of positions for Calgary. 199 of these positions. And how many people live in Calgary? I just want a population. Let's see if Google will give me it's 1 million people. So it's a city, it's a decent sized city, but this is still a lot of these jobs for that size of a city. Experience digital marketing analytics, 2 to 4 years experience, organizing data. Again, Google certified, considered a strong asset. I think it's hilarious. I like the analogy I gave you in the beginning. They have offices in Fargo, North Dakota. That's interesting. This is a little more analytic heavy than most of the positions I've seen, but again, I would apply for this. Pure DMS, digital marketing specialist, entry level, part time. This is entry level. Passion for customer. The only concern I would have with this one is that it would be I want to make sure that you're doing actual digital marketing and not just customer support, but it says you're going to be helping with SEO, reputation management, and social media. Again, it's a good entry level position, high school diploma required, strong computer skills, and that's a decent one. Let's take a look at a few more. LinkedIn. Let's look at digital marketing, Calgary. So on LinkedIn, you got 33 results. Let's see. LinkedIn doesn't look as robust as Indeed. Atco Energy, ongoing support to senior manager. That's always good, meaning you're in a junior position. But why would you report to the senior manager with 3 years of experience? Anyway, SEO, SEM, experience, etc., etc. Let's take a look at 37 applicants 2 weeks ago. They haven't hired anybody. Again, they're not getting people that have these skills in Alberta. Let's take a look at a couple other ones. Digital developer, digital marketing. Ooh, Maserati. I like this. Execution marketing. No, see, this is one of these jobs where it's not really digital marketing. If they want you to do events and print advertising, print production, direct mail, that's a bunch of bullshit. Now, what's interesting is you could actually go to this job interview and they could say, we want you to hand out flyers to people buying Maseratis. And you say, hey, dude, you said digital marketing, so let me show you how people actually buy things in the 21st century. Let's show you how to actually get ranked on Google and get paid traffic to your site. So just a couple more here in Calgary. SEM PPC specialist in Regina. Manage and optimize existing PPC campaigns. This is everything we talk about in the course. 2+ years, clients facing role, degree. Again, these are the types of things. Look, it posted 24 days ago. You think in Regina they're finding a lot of people who know SEM and PPC? No. Pastoral marketing, creating strategy, blah, 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 various online campaigns, bachelor's degree, or 2 to 5 years experience in similar digital marketing role. Once again, 30+ days ago. You think they're finding anybody over there in Calgary with these skills? No. Again, if you have these skills, you're going to find a lot of these opportunities. Here's an internship at Raven Hockey, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So now let's go over to Vancouver. Vancouver, PPC. I just typed in PPC. And again, you can type in PPC digital marketing. I can type in digital marketing here, and let's see how many. I got 715. So junior digital marketing specialist, digital analytics, manager digital strategy. These are probably, that might be a more senior position. Digital marketing strategist. Let's type in PPC and get back over here. Pay-per-click manager. I need some more sleep. Richmond, BC. Junior PPC specialist. Confidence using Google AdWords as a tool. You've used WordPress. 6 months experience. That is so low if you're going to even put experience. That is super. That is, again, I don't even pay attention to the experience, but when I see 6 months, that means they are really looking for people who are just starting out. Best Buy. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. Again, says 3+ years e-commerce, 3+ years digital experience, Adobe, Google. I would still apply for this. Actually, let's see if I can find how long. I don't know how long that one's been up there. But it's always interesting to see, again, if these positions are open for month after month. The question is, how many people in Vancouver, British Columbia have these skills? And the answer is going to be not many. Temporary to full-time. 5 years in marketing. This might be a management position. But I say apply to management positions. So what? I've applied to management positions before, and if I'm not qualified, they're happy I applied, and they offer me something that's a little smaller. Digital marketing specialist, recommend and implement innovations to improve digital content performance. This, to me, right here, these people are stupid because this is not a management position, and they want 5 years of marketing experience. And I'm telling you again, you're not finding people in British Columbia who have that much experience. They're just not. So apply for that one. Lead Giant, valuable relationship between publishers and advertisers, proven PPC experience, examples, numbers. You can generate all that as I show you in the course. 30+ days. Not finding people. Strategic thinker, strategy and implementation of PPC campaigns, 2+ years experience. Once again, said I've had now hundreds of students apply for jobs just like this, say 2+ years experience, and they get interviews. Especially when you're in a smaller city. How many people are in Vancouver? Population 603. That's less than Calgary. I did not know that. I don't know why I thought that Vancouver had more people. Maybe it's because I have been to Vancouver. I am biased. My bad. Now let's look up digital marketing in Vancouver. No. 181 results in Vancouver, Washington. Wow. And 116 results in Canada. Entry level. And then, of course, let's look up digital marketing agency Vancouver. So even in a smaller city like this, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already tried these guys. 6, 7. At least 7 agencies. So let's see what these guys. Location, why we exist, contact. Let's see if they have a careers page. These guys. Careers. I think I already looked at these guys for Toronto. And account director. Yeah, we already looked at these guys. Oh, that's right. This is the one that I looked at that was in British Columbia. So account director. This is a 3 years one. These guys, I would still apply for this even if you have no experience, because they are obviously a decent sized agency, and again they might say you're not the right fit for this position, but we have a junior position that is good for you. Digital marketing. Let's try these guys. All right, don't see one there. That's what's kind of cool though, is that, you know, if you can you go to one agency or 2 or even 3 and they don't have a career page, then you go to the 4th one and there's going to be one. And that's what I tell my students who are in the course. You know, oh, I got 3 interviews and I didn't get a call back on those 3 interviews. Well, guess what? You're going to get 3 more interviews, and they do. Digital marketing coordinator. Passionate digital marketer. Oh, this is a remote telemarketing position. That is nice. I tell people not to expect that, but if you get one, that's awesome. No phone calls, please. Help. Coordinate and execute a wide range of inbound marketing activities. Blog regularly. Solid knowledge of SEO, SEM. 40,000 a year remote. That's pretty sweet. I would apply for that. Here's another agency. Careers, Thrive Digital. Okay, looks like the website needs some help. So that Thrive one finally loaded, that career page, and this says it all. This says it all. Experience with paid search channels like AdWords, Bing Ads, and possibly international search platforms such as Baidu, Yandex, Yahoo, Japan. Don't even worry about that. But even after it says all that, it says, none of the above. We've had incredible success training people from scratch. Do you have a background or strength in math, statistics, computer science, web development, engineering, or other sciences? If so, we'd love to meet with you. Now, again, maybe, and this is true, if you're coming over from something like engineering or math, you can get into that, but you don't need that. Again, I am a film guy. My background is in making stupid videos, people running into things and things like that. I'm not a scientist, and I have thrived in this field. So you don't have to, oh, I'm not a science person, so I can't do it. You definitely can. So, yeah, and that's not even on LinkedIn. Now let's look at the LinkedIn. Digital marketing specialist. I'm going to close these windows. Digital marketing coordinator, digital marketing specialist. Let's see. Cruise ship. Posted a month ago. So here's this is going to be interesting. All right. We got, first of all, I just want you to notice that there were 56 applicants. This has been up for a month and they have not filled the position. This is interesting. Integration, optimization, testing of custom email campaign, digital advertising programs. Work with digital marketing coordinators, provide supervision and support to franchise partners. So this isn't a straight PPC or SEM position. It looks like it might be a coordinator type position. And it's for Expedia. That's pretty cool. Once again, even though it says 3 years of experience, I'm guaranteeing you they are not getting people applying who have even these core competencies, especially because they're asking for things like Dreamweaver and Photoshop, deadlines, are talking about organization and things like that. They're not getting people that have any type of skills when it comes to marketing. They're probably getting people who have general office or administrative skills. So that's where you can come in here and blow them away. Digital marketing coordinator. 3 weeks ago, 192 applicants, and they haven't hired anyone yet. Now here's what's funny. Again, they're pushing a culture: get shit done, achieve goals, work under pressure, passion, humor, hunger. Now, when do they get to the actual shit you must have? Digital marketing coordinator, implement, manage, and grow digital marketing efforts. SEM, SEO. Minimum 1 year digital marketing experience in health and wellness or other tech industries. Now, again, out of those, out of perks, manage and optimize email campaigns, digital marketing funnels. Out of all these 192 people that have applied, so you should not look at these numbers, guys. And if you're still with me, I know we're almost at the end of this video. You should not look at 192 applicants and go, oh, there's so many applicants, I can't possibly get a job. That's good news. You say they've had 192 people apply, and this has been up for 3 weeks. And that means they ain't found anyone. And I guarantee it's because people are seeing keywords like health, wellness, fitness, get shit done, achieve goals, learn, happy, excited, all that shit, which is great. But they're seeing that, and they're getting, I guarantee you, they're getting applications from people that have no idea about digital marketing. They're getting people who have no idea about AdWords or SEM or bidding or link building or algorithms or PageRank or Page Authority or any of the stuff that you actually need to do this job. And I'll bet you if you went into this interview, you asked, what kind of other applications were you getting? They're getting people that's like, I'm really excited. I love to work out, or I was a secretary, or I was, I worked in data entry, or even people that have analytical backgrounds, but not these skills. Digital media specialist, CBRV. This one is brand new. Web content creation, 1 to 2 years experience. And yeah, there's nobody's applied for this one yet. And junior. Yeah, this is the one we already looked at. This one. SEO. Did we look at this one? SEO, digital marketing specialist. Digital marketing version specialist. Content creators, inbound marketing, analytics, PPC, and PPC. I love it. They mix this up. Say, oh, we want you to learn how to do organic traffic. Oh, and paid traffic too. This is a very, very, obviously not very detailed job posting, and even though they posted it 20 hours ago, just like everything else, I bet you they're not getting people that have these skills. So, I'm going to wrap this video up. I know I've been talking for a while. I just hope that this video, if you live in Canada, you get that, yeah, there's jobs in Canada. And there's a shitload of them. And just like in the United States, there's more jobs than there are skilled applicants. So whether you live in one of the big cities, Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, Montreal, or there's a smaller city, do the same thing. Do searches on Indeed.ca, go to LinkedIn, go to the, look at the agencies nearby, and you can always message me if you want help doing that. And yeah, I hope this has been inspiring. Again, you can apply this to Canada or any other country. I'm going to keep doing these videos on other areas. But if you live in Canada, you should get excited, look at the opportunities, get the skills, and take some action, because there are a lot of opportunities in this field. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.